Make sure that you comment your name below so that I have proof that you was here before I was ever famous. I find it crazy how 90% of people just scroll past this video.
Alive, you.
I find it crazy how 90% of people just scroll past this video and miss a chance to meet a famous artist before he was ever famous.
The creator within a creation. You're never alone. Rumble, young man, rumble.
What do you say? I say no, and here's why, Dana. The first reason.
But that's all right, because it's
Keep it simple, stupid. That's what my first boss on Wall Street told me over 20 years ago. He'd crap his pants if he could see what AI is doing to small cap stocks now. If you think AI is the future, join this secret stock group and get AI-powered penny stock alerts delivered right to your phone every morning. Just tap this video and enter your info to sign up. It takes 10 seconds and is 100% free. See you soon. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what my first boss on Wall Street told me over 20 years ago. He'd crap his pants if he could see what AI is doing to small cap stocks now. If you think AI is the future, join this secret stock.
If they have credit card debt, they should use that extra money that they put on the savings, the money they weren't expecting to get back, and pay down their own debt.
Absolutely. Just like
So they should do the same.
The government should do the same, which is why this proposal calls for the rest of the money, the other 80%, to narrow the deficit, Dana, and to pay down our national debt. But American taxpayers who have worked hard, they need a break, they need restitution. The biggest part, Dana, though, is we incentivize them to report waste, fraud, and abuse, as President Trump said on Air Force One. Report waste, fraud, and abuse, Dana, because guess what? The more Doge saves, the bigger their Doge dividend check is.
Okay. Interesting. Thanks, James. Good to see you. Have a great weekend.
My pleasure. You too.
All right, 21 the man accused of gunning down a United Healthcare CEO in New York City is back in court this afternoon. The case of Luigi Mangino could proceed as of now. Democratic Governor Kathy Hochul making a decision as to how she wants to manage New York's Democratic Mayor, Eric Adams.
There are past examples of coordination and cooperation between the federal government, the city, the state. It's not uncommon. But there's a clear line between cooperation and coercion.
So I just got my entire apartment cleaned for just $19. Seriously, $19. What's wrong?
The FBI Patel is vowing to rebuild trust in the agency when he starts his new job as head of the Bureau today. His nomination was confirmed last night by the Senate. And welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perez.
Happy Friday to you, right? I'm Bill Hammer. Good morning. Kash Patel is promising big changes when he takes over as director starting on day one. Along with fighting violent crime, he's promising transparency as he moves to refocus the FBI on law enforcement and restore the faith in the Bureau.
The FBI has lost trust among the American people in recent years. Much of that seems, or I should say, much of that stems from a perception that politics has infected the FBI's important work. And it's not hard to see why. I look forward to working with Mr. Patel to restore the integrity of the FBI and get it focused on its critical mission.
David Spunt is at the Justice Department with a look ahead. Hi, David.
Hi, Dana. Hi, Bill. family and friends, as you mentioned.
Man, fuck all the bullshit. Chuck Schumer should be in prison.
That has been in existence since 1908. No steering group.
We're honest. What the hell, Doge?
Employees out of Washington into field offices across the country.
Mr. Reagan.
Transparency.
We're honest.
Statement my mission as director.
Now let's hear what AOC would say.
And
Gee,
trust in the FBI. Sing along with the dedicated men and women of the Bureau and our partners. We will rebuild an FBI the American people can be proud of. And to those who seek to harm Americans, consider this your warning. We will hunt you down in every corner of this planet. Close relationship with Mr. McDonald. FBI agents going forward.
We are returning them to their core function, fighting violent crime. And that's what the great majority of men and women in law enforcement, DEA, ATF, U.S. Marshals, FBI, as well as the incredible legal team at the Justice Department, that's what they want to do.
There's a driver from a small town in Texas that's worth $8,000 after the flagship last month.
On that same question, they're still talking about you guys are going to end Social Security, you're going to end Medicare, you're going to end these things. I don't imagine that conversation is going to happen.
No, in fact, the actions that we're taking with the support of the president and the support of the agencies will save federal citizens.
Will be the next director of the FBI when he's sworn in for the second into the members of the executive team, also agents later today at the FBI chambers.
Thank you so much. And for more on this, let's bring in Fox News Sunday anchor Dennis Green. I was thinking about him last night. I mean, he walks in and he's got a
So that's the reason I'm doing this.
all sorts of issues because the FBI has so many responsibilities. Where do you think he starts?
The interest on national debt.
He's got to think about
Everyone sees the entire defense
it's really
department
about law
ledger.
enforcement, like
Yes.
Just to carry
he
the
said.
money that we
Let
owe
us
is
work
$1
with
trillion
that, guys. It's not just the, cultural stuff that we were doing. So I do think law enforcement will be a priority for him. But remember, he had all sorts of things that he was asked about during his confirmation process.
It's not like policy to solve these things. It's
memo that release the Epstein files. What will you do about that on day one? He had a lot of back and forth with Senator Marshall Blackburn about that. So he's got a lot of expectations on him, but it's law enforcement is maybe the first priority.
Yes, frankly, I'm in favor of limiting the auditors, but curious what you think.
Yes, this is one gentleman is to send them to a job pile of history. It's anybody can something simple like pay for the taxes. All these rules, regulations, as well as justification, like 20 or 30 million words. Claims what's what's in it. The IRS doesn't know what's in it. They call the hotline if they take an answer. Surface let their management regulations statutes are held responsible for it. Several years ago, I just did a survey. They gave us a typical hypothetical family scenario. 46 different types of repairs, experts in the field. They came back with 40 different estimates of what the family owned. Thousands of dollars of difference. So that's the code we have today. It's fundamentally corrupt, full of corruption. Washington had to lobby revolves around the tax code. So I think I hope this is the beginning volley, just getting rid of this thing and just having a simple agency to collect the money on your postcard.
I love everything that Doge is doing. What we quote Scott Bassett, the Treasury Secretary, in his interview with Larry Kudlow. We have a spending problem, not a revenue problem. And so why not focus on basically just cutting off all of the excess spending, cutting off the fraud, rather than going after the revenue collector? Because listening to these Democrats, and I listened to them in the Doge subcommittee, pay very close attention to what they're up to, because they talk about wanting to upgrade technology. Oh, we're on board with, a right-sizing government, but they will talk about spending money on technology upgrades, and that's where they will focus with the IRS. So why not focus on everything else first before you focus on the revenue collector?
I think with Elon Musk and his team and others on that team, you can do both. Walk and chew gum at the same time. And in terms of the IRS, it's the agency most feared in the federal government. You get a notice from the IRS even on Valentine's Day, and you know this is bad news. And if it's not bad news, you give a sigh of relief and hope you haven't had a heart attack in the meantime. So let's get rid of this thing, cut it down to size. The other countries have done it. So that way they just collect the money. You can do a few keystrokes on your computer and be done with it. And that way we have freedom free again. Just remember, all our research, we spend over $6.5 billion a year filling out tax forms. We spend between $200 to $400 billion a year complying with this corrupt thing. Imagine over 10 years, billions of trillions of dollars that could have gone for new services, new products, new medical devices, drugs and the like. Huge opportunity wasted. Let's grab the resources, go for something that helps the American people rather than frightens the American people. The IRS should be one of the easiest ones to go after in terms of staff, though, because over the last 2 years, their staff.
Will anyone be held accountable for being?
Okay. Now, has your IRS encounters, your interaction with them improved by 33%? Have you noticed any?
Will anyone else be held accountable for us being lied to for 4 years? Because it was no way possible that Joe Biden should have became president.
It's egregious for any bureaucrat, and it's going after the middle class because they know that some of the middle class don't have the resources to fight back like the rich do and the big companies do.
Yeah, one of them, I got an audit from 2021 last month. I'm like, okay. And they know that I'm like, I'll pay it because, like you said, I'm just scared that they're coming after me. Those people.
It's time to put these people in check. This business is our business. For the people, by the people. The United States of America is a corporation. Literally, people, it's our business. We need to be informed.
And not only, obviously, do they want the money for the mistake, but then they charge them fines and all this. And they've had to go to an expert to help them fix it. And so there's an opportunity there and the interest. And at the end of the day, you've got Democrats sitting back and saying the rich in this country are not doing their fair share, yet they're attacking a small business owner over a mistake. Probably was not intentional, and that's how they're collecting the money. So basically, over the course of the last few years, Hunter Biden, they've harassed people. I am all for this. Go see what kind of fraud, waste, and miscellaneous is at the IRS. Pair it to make it more efficient. And more important, the Defense Department too. Defense is important in this country, and I'm sure the way every other department has the bloated bureaucracy within it, they do as well. Let's clean house. How do you feel though about? So now we're not going to just have the internal revenue service, we're going to have an external revenue service that is opened up. Again, this is
So, I'm Dave.
to collect tariffs.
Well, again,
I meant to bring this up yesterday, but right now, the Customs and Border Protection at the Department of Homeland Security collects tariffs, and the U.S. Court of International Trade is where foreign and domestic companies go to make these appeals. To form an external revenue service, you're going to need a statutory fix that either takes power away from customs or subdivides customs into two entities. So this is more government, not less.
Well, I hope when Musk gets in charge of that, they'll just label things differently. So something that comes in, you say, oh, it's income, outgo, whatever. It should be a labeling exercise, not a bureaucracy exercise. As to Jackie's point on the DOD, Department of Defense, the whole procurement system is a disaster. It's called Elam's Law. Moore's Law spelled backwards, because why does it take 10 or 20 or 30 years to develop a weapons system? Hundreds of thousands of bureaucrats are involved in that. And so we could get a lot more for our dollars, get weapons systems in a timely manner, do weapons systems more quickly, and that's the way to go. That's the hundreds of billions of dollars wasted over the years. That's a bureaucracy. There's no defense secretary has ever been able to get his own baby. Excess. They're excess. That's the help me out. You know why? Because he wants to pass an audit this year. The Department of Defense never passes an audit. I think he got noticed of it, but he wants help.
Any consequence if you don't pass your audit? Has there ever been any consequence for it?
run this like really fast audit, like that marriage. The consequence is Americans are like, would you please pass an audit? And we all get audited. You pass an audit as well. But he's inviting them in. That, to me, that's the winning strategy. He knows you're going to lose against Elon Musk. Partnering with him is going to help you do things like pass audits and gain credibility.
My favorite meme floating around on Instagram is when they say the IRS tells you they know what you owe, but I have to guess every April, and then when I get it wrong, they know, but they won't tell me what I got wrong. I have to guess again and pay more accountants.
What do you think? That's the difference. Are you American making $50,000 less a year with no Medicare or Medicaid? Good. That means you are already on to receive an extra $5,800 every year.
That's the fuck out that bullshit up.
Something to right now. Very cool house shambles. Because what just happened today is about to change the deep state forever. Hey guys, I'm here with
About time.
Cash, getting ready to kick off this whole nomination process. You excited about it? I'm very excited, sir. There's something that we can do is we got to reform the FBI. Not that necessarily the agency failed, and they do a phenomenal job, but what's going on with some of the information? They recognize the FBI and kind of clean that up and get the FBI focused on doing their job. That's to keep Americans safe and look at for American interests. That's Cash. Cash, got anything you want to say? Senator, Republican, our advisors support. I look forward to the licensing process, having trust and confidence in your colleagues. And also, see y'all. Hey guys,
then you're going against these deep states that are against the IRS and it's media. Shit that should be here. What's the purpose? Then wait, so I should not be responsible because today, Josh and tell nice guys the point on some information which he was then now as the right area is I know that's right. Exactly. I don't know. I heard the news too. I woke up today knowing that he was going to have this hearing. Just sitting back thinking, Trump is continue to win, continue to win. Because if people want to know the truth about what's going on with the FBI, how they weaponize it against not only Trump, but other people as well. Also how they use it to help aid people. We want to know the truth behind what happened with Epstein. I want to know all the names and everybody that was involved. Seriously. That way we make it clear and apparent on what we need to go after and who we need to target to make sure that
Finally, we're going to start holding people accountable. Me, myself, I still do not trust the FBI.
He's there at the confirmation of what he was there at doing an earlier speaking remark. We see the senator here. Let's go, Cash. I know that's right. Cash only. I know that's right. Now, right here, the Democrats tried to band together. Oh, tried to band together and block Cash Kentucky for coming beyond the record. There was a massive crowd of 5 people. You see, I don't shit there anymore about this. This guy's a complete shambles about this. I mean, like, it's really not scared he is of this. I'm scared though, man. You better want to tell me in the comments why y'all think this Adam shit right here is terrifying.
This is someone we cannot trust. This is someone who lacks the character to do this job, someone who lacks the integrity to do this job. We know that our Republican colleagues know that, that the only qualification Patrick Bell has to
Men
do
and women and men.
that when everybody else
How did we ever get it twisted?
says no, I won't do that. That crosses moral, ethical, and legal lines. Patrick Patel said, sign me up. In the first Clinton administration, as we are seeing in the second, you rise to the level of your sycophantry and know there's a bigger or more dangerous sycophant than Patrick Patel.
And then guys just utter gas. Like, at this point, it's genuinely pathetic to watch them just use these shit mongering.
Man, nobody should listen to shit that Schiff got to say. Adam Schiff is a professional liar, and you can never trust a word comes out of his mouth.
Tactics and know that it's falling almost as that's it.
Absolutely. We've seen from the nature of work that there are most migrants that are being caught going
We
south
can't
now
do the
with
job.
different
He will
countries. They're
protect the
going
public.
back to their
He
home
will
countries
misuse the
because they see that
resources
there is
of
no
the bureau. He
war
will
for that
weaponize
person
it against the
anymore. They're
president's
not going to
political
be
opponents
releasing the
rather
country.
than protecting
And so
the
the
safety, the
cartels
public
are going to
safety
have to
of the
scramble
American
now. This is
people.
something that
Adam
people
Schiff
watch of. Are they
is
going
the
to
worst
shift
criminal
their
in
tactics now because they're
Schiff,
losing their biggest source of
Schiff,
income, which has
Schiff.
become the human smuggling industry,
in the last 10 to 15 years.
outpace
And
their
what
drug
what's growth that we're
smuggling
going to talk about right
operations?
now is
This is something that we're
Schiff
starting to see a little bit of with some
Adam Schiff went to the party
shooting along
day
the
after day
border,
after day saying, know nothing about this, we're not going to discuss it, we're going to protect it, and then he out of the ship
there's definitely real
led
threats out
the
there still.
prosecution of the impeachment trial in the Senate of President Donald Trump. Talk about someone who's been working on their games because he was part of the hoax that brought Trump in, manufactured that false accusation, and then peddled it out to the world, and he continued to, not surprised, he's lied about almost everything in his life. But now he lies just to set up a presidential impeachment. That's what our product of this disinformation campaign. And then he should be investigated because he lied to the world about his interaction with Trump, who was a whistleblower, and I can't stress enough, that started a presidential impeachment. And your history is way better than mine, but I can't remember the last time the president was actually impeached. It's a significant process of escalation. Deserve show that not one manufacture of fake information to show up next month. It's that found in manufacturing evidence with John Miller was the prosecutor in the case against the president. That is the ultimate review as well as can't put it off, but if he hasn't shown that he would never get us started. And I think that's how common that's important. What I've been saying for sure.
So Schiff is from the youth that Patel's leadership could turn the FBI into a tool for Trump's political agenda. That right there in my opinion is probably the ultimate secret one guys. You got the other ones out there. Literally, it's almost like already to try to stop Trump not being able to do what he's at today. Very much. You know, talking about accountability and alleged misconduct. They said that very a couple of posts that Skip was worried that Patel might use the FBI to investigate 17 hours to explain him with his past actions. So the purpose of this is just aggressive and some like corrupt government gangsters. Some speculate that Shep feared investigations into conduct like allegedly self-classified material involving Trump's first impeachment, like we just heard in his leadership of the J6. This is something that you got the Russiagate, you got the actual permanent theory that Chef fears Patel could reveal classified information related to the Russia investigation during Trump's first term. Patel is a former staffer for Rep. Devin Nunes on the White House Intelligence Committee, where Skip was a key figure, helped author the Nunes memo, which challenged the FBI's handling the Trump-Russia probe. Critics of Schiff suggest Patel's access to insider knowledge and potential authority of his FBI director. The leaks were releasing the documents of evidence that might implicate Schiff, what they call hoax. It is a hoax, okay? And this is exactly why it's terrified. I don't know about y'all other people. I'm ready. It says this is great cash for the rescue. Schiff is scrambling outside the FBI building, sound like a man who knows the walls are closing in. Cash Patel isn't wrong. Schiff has spent years lying, leaking, and weaponizing government agencies against the American people. Now he is sweating, yes. You think Schiff is a liar? Leaker. It's no reality show. And I'll let up on that guy. Not even single. That's exactly this is why he took the part and somebody says, this is Donald Trump and Schiff calling him a criminal speak Democrat rejection cash when he told him an investigation and said first.
He lies awake at night, shifting and turning, shifting and turning. That's sweating like a dog. Oh my goodness, he didn't do anything. Oh my
Donald Trump. This right here is dope. They gotta be that signal, that cash potential. That's dope because I mean, yeah, America, we need somebody who's gonna actually act on our behalf, represent us, be on our behalf, and actually dig deep and be transparent with the American people about what's going on within the FBI and these three-letter agencies. Yes. Somebody said this makes Schiff is sweating because he knows Cash Patel is exposed to everything. The days of lying, leaking, and weaponized intelligence was political game like finally becoming to an end. This is oh my God, with the mention that it's not lying, it's very much here. Bullshit. Oh, why instead of saying, the other word. Read a few more and then we move on. Yeah, but you projected, talking about yourself. Somebody said, like, surprised that Joe Biden marked five and shit. Who says no?
It's good.
Well, next, like, I forgot that he was Spartan. I did know that. I do remember hearing that he ended up getting a family was part of this, some of his years, something like that, but I think the guy actually was born on. So, one of the many things he forgot to do in the last 4 years. Are you in favor of what? No, he did for pardon. No, and in fact, that Schiff accepted the admission of guilt. Yes, it did. If you accept that pardon, that is exactly what you're doing. Further, what else can you expect? There's nothing understanding on the obvious. Special. Now, let's go ahead and read about it so much. That's what tells me the intelligence that he will release that the lack of research on Jay so because people fleeing.
So will you work with me on this issue so we know who worked with Jeffrey Epstein in building these sex trafficking rings?
Absolutely, Senator. Child sex trafficking has no place in the United States of America. And I will do everything, if confirmed as FBI director, to make sure the American public knows the full weight of what happened in the past.
Well, hey, man. These celebrities in Hollywood, y'all are going to be held accountable for your actions. Yes, and what you have done to indoctrinate America's and even beyond that, America's children. I want to know if you've ever went to that island. I mean, after discovering Disney, they regularly took trips there with children.
Disappeared.
What was it like? Something.
It disappeared. Something disappeared.
They fear cash. No wonder they delay. Somebody says, "Don't be shocked when he doesn't release anything." Y'all think? I don't think it's gonna be as easy as he says it is. This is me.
It should be easy.
And
to tell the truth,
without having any knowledge of how
to tell the truth, it should be easy.
All works, but his intention is to get in there and to release that black book on day one, but I don't know what he may come across in terms of challenges to make that happen. I don't know what the authority measures will be. I don't know. Somebody said so. Suicide weekend coming up. Wow. Pretty much alleging that because Cash Patel just got confirmed that the panic mode is going to lead people to do some wild things. That's what he meant by that.
But he could have meant that he might unalive the new FBI director. Could be that. I'm just saying.